Hi all, welcome back. DJ at Saipan. This is part 22, I think. And possibly, ah, it won't be the last part. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to squeeze at least 2 videos into this US action phase. Because we're going to try and achieve something. So probably only a couple parts to go. More than likely going to call it a day. Part of me wants to. I do want to press on. I do want to keep going, but we'll see. Still not any more answers. Still not any response from Joe regarding everything. We're still kind of waiting on. A whole lot of nothing happening really. Nobody saying much at all. So nothing really to talk about either, actually. Yeah, sorry, had to pause. So nothing to talk about. Yeah, you'd be glad to hear. There's nothing really to discuss. Oh, I spotted a mistake. There is something. What was it again? Yeah, this could be a rather annoying mistake. Oh, I'm looking where I think it is, actually. I think it's here. This engineer in here had moved from here. Now I counted 2 points into the woods correctly. There was no issues with fields of fire. Yeah, because this guy was disrupted at the time. Yeah, that was he? Yeah, because we've had the latest Japanese fire phase, haven't we? We're on to our next US action phase. Yeah, while this last US action phase, this unit was disrupted. That's what I was meaning to say. So there was no issues with moving through fields of fire. So that was 2 into there, and here I counted 1 into here, and that's not, is it? It's 1.5. It is, yeah. It's easy to miss that one, I think, because the majority of these hexes are that sugarcane cultivated. It seems a bit rough that they're 1.5 leg movement, but well, that's what it says. Admittedly, I think this is what Joe's point had been, because this is the biggest sort of terrain on the map. An AFV costs 1 to move through that, so if you're carrying the unit, that's a point. But hang on, I'd be going into woods first. Did we have anything there? Yeah, because we moved. Do we not move out an LVTA? Well, the LVTA cannot carry it. It's an LVT we need. There's an LVT in there. Was there an LVT in there with that guy? If there was... Because, I moved the LVTA and the HQ into there, but the whole point was to get 4 steps of infantry to control this, to stop them communicate, to put a zone of control or whatever onto that hex so that this guy is not able to trace communication. That's why I needed to get the engineer there. Wait, did I just take that guy off of there? I did, didn't I? Yeah. I'm just wondering, was that LVT must have been in that hex too? If that's the case, I could have moved with him. I could have transported that engineer. The only thing is, so an AFV, it says it's +1. So again, it's the same through woods. It's the same as leg movement. So it would be 2. And however, moving into the sugarcane, it would only be 1. So that would allow me to do it. However, moving into the woods means I have to do a check. So I could draw a card for that. I need to find out... Well, that LVT must have been there. These 2 tank units landed. You know what? I'm not going to go and look. I'm pretty sure that was there. So I'm going to move that with engineer. Now, if this gets disrupted and breaks down in this hex... There's another LVT in there. Well, that one must have been in that hex then. But it's more about transporting that engineer. That's what I want to do. That's what would make that move possible. So I'm gonna draw a card right now, right? And if I draw a diamond, that LVT is going to break down in there, and the engineer's going to have to stay back there, I think. Yeah, because if he breaks down, he can dismount. I'm pretty sure a red, but he's going to be stuck. He's only going to have one movement point left, and it's 1.5 from a leg move it into there, where it's only 1 if he's transported. Right, let's draw a card and hopefully don't get a diamond. Triangle, good, right. I know that card was drawn way out of sequence because that was the last US action phase, but that's about the best I can do. It's either that or I move the engineer back. Maybe that was a fairer way to do it, but you could see I would have done that once I sussed it out, hopefully. So yeah, so we're going to put that down the bottom, and we did move the LVT-A and the headquarters in there too, so I've actually got a nice wee stack of units in there now. And basically this guy cannot trace communication now, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, not the best fix in the world, but you know what, the way this game's went, I'm sure there's a lot of things that we're getting wrong or misinterpreting and whatever. Okay, right, let's get this US action phase started. Probably not got loads of time at the moment, but I'm hoping today I can finish it off. Probably the last day I've got the chance to sit and do a bit. I've not got as much time today as what I've had the last few days, so right, we'll get started, Grant, and let's see what you can achieve. Okay, so just looking up here at this situation, obviously, well, there's a different way to have to look at this last US action phase, because we're now wanting to see if we can achieve some points, and that is, well, according to the way we're playing it, getting things into hexes. I mean, we do actually have a couple there that are in hexes. However, yellow and red fire into there, right? And yellow and red fire into there. And I've just looked, and I'm pretty sure red... Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no, it's blue that fires into there. That's what stops it. So this blue position fires into there. Red and yellow fire into there. Red and yellow fire into there. We have no communication trace there, and obviously yellow's firing into there. We cannot come around. You know, if you could go up and come around, you would be able to, but there's no... You know, I can't start tracing up through there. Actually, I can. I don't think there's a way to do that. I think once you start taking some stuff out, you can see I'm not going to get back down to the beach if I go up and around here. I very much doubt it's possible, but you are allowed to do that. Going by the previous games, there's nothing to say that as long as you don't trace your line of communication through a field of fire, and I want to say disrupted or not. I'm going to say that now. I'm not going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So you can, the length of the trace can be any amount of hexes, but you can see I'm not going to be able to get back down the beach anywhere. You know, even okay, this is a good area we've got. This is about the best area we've got where you could come down and trace down into here. However, see, purple fires into these hexes and red fires into that hex. So there's not a gap in there that I can go up and around. So you can see I'm not going to be able to get at them from there. So what I've got to try and achieve there is, well, we're not going to get rid of blue. So that hex there is out. We cannot trace on that beach hex there. So the red, it's red and yellow, isn't it? I don't think we're going to be able to get anything from that. Well, we're going to have to go in and CC that guy again, and we're going to have to try and take that red position out with... okay. Yeah, okay, it's not... Well, that would have been another position, well, to come in and CC. Well, we've not got enough from, like, see here. What is here? That's a step loss, isn't it? So that would be like 3-5 steps. Yeah, he's got a double CC as well. And he's not disrupted this time. Okay, we might be able to barrage it first. I think there was an LVTA in there, but however, that's possibly a unit you want to move into CC. Unless we do the deliberate CC. And remember, it's going to be intense fire as we move in as well. I'm not really sure I can see the possibility of getting anything out of any of the hexes here. This is, yellow fires into here too, Grant. And it fires into there. And then you're along to here and it's purple. Sorry, I'm not showing you that. I was looking, yellow fires into there, yellow fires into there, then purple fires into there. This hex is safe, but you can't get around to that. You can't trace through these hexes, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're kind of screwed here, really. Well, we need to take the red position out, definitely. Well, we need to take the red and the yellow out. I think the red's possible. I really think the yellow, we're going to have to be terribly lucky, aren't we? Are we better barraging it first? And remember that, see, if I barrage it with that, okay, draw yellow away. I mean, I think that's worth it. But then all I've got left to CC it with is a reduced infantry unit. So, does it bring in a flamethrower? No, it's not. Well, actually, no. Yeah, from that hex it would. I could bring that as well, and that turns it into deliberate CC. But you could see I could bring stuff from this hex, and technically that hex. But well, how about you just use the 7 from that, and then get the ranged. He's not ranged. Oh, he is. He's from the same battalion. Does red fire into there? Oh, it doesn't. So we can't even use that heavy weapons unit from there to help. So I either go with just 7. I think I'm going to have to use the LVTA to barrage that, and then do a deliberate close combat, move in that reduced infantry and that headquarters on. Well, why don't you see if you don't take the red position out anyway, Grant, then it's game over really up there. And we don't need to worry too much about it really. I think it's risky to just use the 7 strength though, so I think we should use the HQ there as well. Just I could have brought that HQ into CC as well if I'm going to do the deliberate. But every one of these different hexes that move in, you've got to draw a card to check to see if that fires. And if I don't disrupt that, then it's an intense fire check. Yeah, okay. I'm going to attack with this into that red position. Now, we do have... Remember, you do have artillery points. Yeah, you need to be in command of a regimental HQ, don't you? To do a barrage. An artillery barrage. And you need to be in the field of fire, so... Oh, that is in the field of fire, yellow. So could we potentially do an artillery barrage attempt on that? Well, you know what? Let's look at this red first. So we've got 10 strength. We pretty much got the weapons up there. The unit's on its own. There's no benefits. It's just a sugarcane hex. So Yeah, we really need to eliminate this. If he withdraws, is it 3 or is it only 2 hexes? I can't remember. If it's 3 and he goes that way, that could be bad. I can't remember if it was 3 or 2, to be honest. I think it's only 2, isn't it? Right, 10 strength, let's do it. He's a 2, he is elite, requiring a radio. So we've got 10 against 2, we have the radio. Let's hope it's just 2 hexes that he withdraws in, because he's nowhere to withdraw. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I can withdraw into here. Because this is not, it doesn't matter if it's in communication or not anyway, Grant. Which I think it is anyway, this doesn't. Well, no, that's not true. That is not in communication. It doesn't matter though, does it? He's going to move into there. Right, hang on. Yeah, so we have eliminated them. He's in communication. So then we're in game turn 4. So he can withdraw. Hang on, where's the button I'm trying to find? Yeah, okay. So he's looking for an unoccupied position when 2, there's none. He would then consider, he would then move to an occupied position within 2 as long as it wasn't going to overstack the hex. And the position does not have to be in communication. Hang on. If there are no unoccupied positions within 2 hexes and there is a Japanese occupied position within 2 hexes and the withdrawing unit would not be overstacked, move it face down into that position. If there are any revealed units already present in the hex, withdrawing unit is moved there face up. Yeah, that is the case. Position moved into does not have to be in communication, right? I thought it might have been different if it was occupied, but it's not. Yeah, that's what's going to. Oh, they're going to lose their CC though. Hang on, no, it's on the depth marker, Grant. It's on the depth marker. Damn. So it's still got CC, hasn't it? Oh, I thought we were getting away with that. Oh, and here, this, oh, that makes that even worse, that extra depth marker coming along. Okay, so he's going to withdraw into here. And that removes the CC from that unit, the requirement from the unit. However, the actual depth marker still has CC. So, what was I saying? Blue fires into there. Red and yellow, red and yellow. Yeah. So it's all about the yellow now. Well, you know what? All I can do here is go in and close combat that. Because I'm pretty sure I need some points from these hexes. And to be honest, I'm not going to get enough of lot. Well, blue fires into there, but however, that's as far as if I can get like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'll get in and out there either. Because remember, this is 1.5 movement. Well, this is the bit where you need your LVTs, I suppose, but whether they're in there or not, I don't know. Remember, there's a lot of stuff underneath there that's disrupted. Sorry, I should have zoomed out a little bit. So, right, and then the problem with this is we're going to have to make a CC that's going to happen at the end. Because we're going to have to enter it from both these hexes. I think I need to do that. I need the flamethrower. I probably need to attempt to barrage. That's going to be an action to attempt the barrage. It's going to be an action to move that unit in. That's 2 of our actions away right away. Well, you know what? I'm just going to barrage this now. Unless we don't barrage it, we just go in with us. However, if we draw yellow, both of the units take a hit. Which would leave me with 1, 2, 3 steps. No flamethrower. The fact that he's not disrupted. I'm gonna spend an action to barrage that position. So 2 strength. I need, and that's an action. Oh, we were thinking about artillery, Grant. Right. Rather than that, right, hang on. Let me rethink that just now. Yeah, so we would need, if we want to use artillery points, again, this is talking about attacking, but yeah, I've been meaning to look back over some of Martin's questions. I've just not got around to it. But yeah, we can do that at some point. So, but it does talk in barrage. It refers you back to units are eligible to barrage a position or unit if all the requirements for tanks and artillery in 8.1 are satisfied. And 8.1 is about attacking, and I find that a bit strange. But anyway. In artillery points, it says must meet all the following conditions. This within 8.1. The US unit is in command range of a regimental HQCP. Yeah. So one of these guys is in command, right? And is in the field of fire of the target hex. Well, it's yellow, and yellow does actually fire into there. And then has radios. Yeah. Oh no, is that taking a step loss? Yeah, it has. Well, actually, it doesn't have a radio, but the guy down below does. He's the heavy weapons unit. He has all the weapons as well. Obviously, at range, he has less weapons, but I'm pretty sure he still has a radio. That's not really what we're not looking at range. Well, we kind of are. Well, we're not really. Well, hang on. Infantry with full strength or heavy weapons infantry with attacking from a non-adjacent hex. Machine gun, Browning, mortar and radio. Right. I don't think I would have needed to check that, to be honest. So I think we've got the requirements to do this. So aren't we better just barraging with that? And just, because I mean our artillery points, I think are going to have to get used up this turn anyway, I believe. Yeah, let's do that then. So where's the barrage table? I can only use 4 at the most. So to be honest, there's no point using 4. I'm as well just using 3. I get the same results. We've not got artillery. We've got the potential to destroy artillery in the position. We've got a better chance at strength 4, but there's no artillery in that position. And the other one is to destroy a pillbox. There's not. Eliminating the depth marker would be nice. However, that we would need a strength of 5 to have a chance at that. Oh, if we had our airstrike point, that gives you 5, doesn't it? Well, if not, we've used them all up. So, okay, so I'm as well just using 3 artillery points. And in actual fact, I think I could do this twice. I could attempt it twice. So I'm going to use 3 points, and we either need the symbol or the colour. The symbol being for artillery a diamond. So we need a diamond or... Right, I'm going to move I'm going to stretch over here. My wee dog's lying at my feet, so 1, 2, 3. Sorry if I'm in the way there, but... Right, so I'll move my artillery points down by 3. Going to draw a card, looking for a yellow or a diamond. Right, here we go. Look at that, yellow diamond. Just when you didn't really make any difference. So in actual fact, that would be a result that disrupts the hex. Disrupt one Japanese unit, but my assumption there is, again, that the 2 detachments are counted as 1 unit. It says that. And we would have the art result as well, which is destroy 1 Japanese artillery in the position. Because we got the colour and the symbol, but that's not going to make any odds. So, well, at least we achieved that, and we've still got the LVTA adjacent that could go in. So making me think, part of me wants to just go in just now rather than wait till the end of the action phase. But I kind of need that. I kind of need that flamethrower, don't I? If I had the flamethrower, if this was full strength, and I had the flamethrower, and the LVTA, it doesn't, yeah, Joe eventually, well, he confirmed that, and then there was a wee bit of, he sort of said 2 things, said it counted the same as a tank, and then he sort of confirmed what he meant by it, and the fact that it was the same as a tank apart from not having a flamethrower. So yeah, I kind of need to wait. It's just it would let me decide. I wouldn't need to bother moving any of these units if I knew what was going to happen with that close combat. But okay, I'll leave things up there just now. I might as well try and see if I can achieve something here. So, part of me wants to just get this turn finished, and then, but I should at least make some effort, really. Yeah, because I'm quite curious to know if we could achieve this 15, because I think that could be possible. Certainly not 24. I'm not even considering that. So, and then if we find out 15 was not enough anyway, then we've got a draw to the day 1 scenario, and we could just leave it at that, and then you can decide what you want to do after that, Grant. So I might move about a bit rather than work my way from north to south here, because this is all a case of just getting these units into position. I cannot eliminate this. I may well be able to disrupt it, but it's more important that I get units. Now, we do have a beach trace communication through here. That's purple, red, blue in there, and that's red, blue, and that's purple, red, blue. Well, the purple's sitting here, the red is there, and the blue is there, all occupied by us. So if we can trace anything down through there, we can trace to this hex, and that would be in communication. So every one of these hexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because you can trace that way. So that's the 9. This one's no good because we can't take this yellow position out. You want to just double check about disruption. I'm pretty convinced that disruption doesn't care. Yeah, I thought so. Page 24, 12.3.1. No communication through Japanese field of fire. The second bullet. A disrupted Japanese unit's field of fire blocks US communication. Okay, so that's that one sorted now. I was 99% sure that was right. So that yellow still exerts its fields of fire for the purposes of us tracing US communication. So I think we can get 9 here. So let's just do this then, Grant. So I want something. Yeah, I said I can get something here by going through this road. I worked that one out, although it's an extra movement point leaving this blue. So I want probably that guy, I think. So I'm going to move him, and these are getting a free move from their headquarters into there. And then I'm going to move this guy into there, and I'm going to move the headquarters into there, I guess. Okay. And then these will be the same. So this is going to be the riskier of the 3 hexes because it's in steady blue. So I'll do the same. I think I'll use the fact go there, and just I'll be leaving that guy there then, won't I? Yeah, I think so. So that's just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just this hex we need. It kind of looks like I might need to spend an action with that. There's 223, yeah. The 223 headquarters, just wonder, because that's 223 there. I think they're maybe scattered a bit. I don't know where the other one is. There's 323, 123. Could I get that up there? That's on the road 1, 2. Yeah, in fact, well, actually, I don't know. The road goes right along the... Actually, the road does look like it goes into both hexes there. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a clear hex, Grant. So, is he sitting with somebody? He's with an LVT. Yeah, I think I'll just move him up. I don't know where the other two. Oh, they're back here. There's F223 here. Maybe the next one's underneath. No, it's not. Maybe disrupted down the bottom, possibly. It's just if you do move into the next game turn, you start getting command. It's similar, but slightly better from the battalion HQ's point of view, isn't it? They have a 3 hex range, is it? An undestructed infantry battalion HQ provides command to any infantry unit belonging to its battalion and one other rifle company from the same regiment if those units are within 3 hexes of the HQ. Important, enemy fields of fire units have no effect on this range. The battalion HQ must be in command from its superior regimental HQ. And then a battalion HQ also commands any tank or engineer units from the same division stacked with any of its rifle companies. So it's still a bit fiddly. The range of the battalion HQ, the regimental HQ, now that was a question Martin had asked because it says 1 somewhere and it says 2 somewhere else. Regimental HQs. Starting on game turn 5, an HQ may establish a command post to increase the range of its command. Where does it tell you its range? Right, where does it tell you its range? Right, I'm assuming it must be in there, but Martin said he seen it said it was 2. I mean, in the free actions part, it talks about being stacked with or adjacent. So that means it's got a 1 hex range. I can't see anything in there. Surely it must be here in the actual command part, telling you about its range. Maybe it tells you about the battalion HQ's range. Oh, that's really frustrating. It keeps talking about command range, but doesn't tell you it's command range. I'm clearly missing something simple here. But I can't I can't see it. I'm reading 10.2.1 on page 23, regimental HQCP capabilities. And I'm not seeing a number that gives a range. The battalion HQ mentions 3 hexes, but the regimental HQ does not mention any range. That's bizarre. Well, I don't know. No, I'm going to go and look at Martin's question, I think. Okay, I found the question that he'd asked, but he says, am I correct in saying, I'm not reading this word for word, that one part of the rules states that regimental HQs get one command range rating, and in another part of the rules it says they get two. I don't know if he's saying it the way I mean that I see free actions, I see it being stacked with or adjacent there. I guess it must be written in here somewhere, I just can't see it. So I'm just going to go by what he says. And he says he's worked it out that what that means is up until game turn 4 they get a 1 hex range, then from game turn 5 onwards, unless they convert to a command post, which could make their range a bit bigger as well, unless they convert to a command post they get a range of 2. So it must be there somewhere, I just can't see it. So we're going to say that the regimental HQs get a command range of 2, which kind of means that they need to be in command, so they need to be within 2. So, yeah, so maybe I'll try and move that up a bit, because it will mean that some of these are going to be out of command then. And remember, we don't get any paid for actions after that. So it kind of means you need to keep things kind of tight. But you can see, at the moment, yeah, maybe I should have moved different units into place here and not the battalions. You know, I maybe should have used engineers, LVTs, LVTAs and the likes. Well, okay, it's probably not wise to move that then. If I go at something else I can move, not with a free action really. So it's something I'm going to have to pay an action for to get this last hex. I should be able to do it though, but yeah, I'll maybe come back to that part then as well. So down here, well, we know we can't flank this. However, we could just disrupt it, which is probably wise. Well, hang on. What about this first grant? Well, you've got this brown position, which now fortunately did not fire. That was quite good. So I should probably try and have a go at that, and hopefully have a go at this as well, because this will be cut off for communication. This would get free action from its regimental HQ. This is a stack of an HQ, so that's alright. Yeah, so this isn't the wood, so we need 3 times the 2 is 6, you know, for elimination purposes. He's on his own. We need the weapons, we need 6 strength, but unfortunately that means we need to double that. We need 12, don't we? That's going to be 5. That's only going to be 8. Well, we'd certainly get this, but again, these are going to have to be paid for, these actions. What about having a go at this, and what can we have a go at this with? This is in nothing, so we don't need to overdo this maybe. What did I say we had there? 5, was it 8? 9, 10, 11, 12. We do the engineer and the LVT. Now, the LVT can't just attack by itself, I don't think, can it? I think it needs to be, it's when an infantry, and I don't even know if the HQ counts for that, to be honest. Does it need to be one of their companies that are attacking? Well, maybe I'd give myself that one, that I could attack and have 4 strength. So that would be the 12, but then you'd only be attacking this with 5. It seems more sensible, I think, to use something else as an action. So again, we need to use an action there. We're talking about needing to use an action there. I'm just wanting to be wary about, yeah, I don't want to like overdo it. Okay, well, I'm maybe going to have to come back to that complete area then and rethink things. Although can we not just disrupt this, Grant? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that. So he's got a strength of 6. We're not bringing the weapons anyway. That might be too much, so. Yeah, because I only want a 2 times result here, don't I? Or does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, because we'll not have the weapons, we'll drop down to 2 times. So what is that? 6 against 1. Yeah. We want to get into a flanking position though, so it would be better. What's in here? Yeah, it'd be better to attack with something here. Can that LVTA not just do the job? No, because it'd be 2 to 1, it wouldn't have the weapons and knock down a step for no effect. Okay, I'm going to use this infantry unit here then to make the attack. And so we're going to have 3 to 1 odds, but not the weapons. Going to knock down to 2 to 1 odds and get a disruption result, which is the best we can do. And then now, hopefully, we can move this into here and create the flank that we need. In fact, well, I'll not just even just do that now. Yeah, because he's going to be in range of him. Thing is, I need to make sure that that is in range at the moment, but I really kind of want that in there so that it can grab that, and that. But, well, yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah, I could maybe have the 3 movement to get up there. It's possible. Right, well, I'll move this, since we've got that disrupted, I'm going to move that into there to create the flank that we need. That was okay, wasn't it? And he's disrupted. Nothing required there. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, so still need to consider action situation down here. So, well, why don't we have a look at this nonsense down here? Right, I've not got an awful lot of time left. Do you really want to go into this one, Grant? Well, what else can we look at? Well, this is hopeless, isn't it? I mean, we've only got 3 strength adjacent to this. And we were lucky that first attack we made on it. But I believe that's going to have to just sit just now. Unless we've got something at range. That would be at range. Oh, that's 24. 224. We've got a 324 and a 124 in here. That's not very clever. The 324 would work at range. However, that's 2 different battalions. So, yeah, my understanding is that would not work. Anyway, it would only be 10 strength. Although, you would maybe have... Yeah, you only need 1 to 1 odds to disrupt it because it's all revealed. So we would only need 7 strength, but unfortunately, well, no, hang on, that would be halved as well. Well, half of 7 would be 4. 3, 7, exactly what you need. But this is from 2nd Battalion, and this is from 3rd Battalion. And I think even the fact that it's the headquarters that's initiating the attack, I'm pretty sure it could only be 2nd Battalion units that came along. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to say that's not doable. Yeah, we're going to come back to all that. Need actions. Yeah, this is... do you have time to go through this, Grant? 3 artillery points left. Is that relevant? Maybe, yes. Because I could certainly get artillery. We're in the field of fire. What were we going to attack with? I want to say it was this, eh? Do I really want to do this, though? I've got to do something about it, eh? Right, so I've just drawn out what's in that hex. This is the hex that we want to make the attack from. So you've got an LVTA, 2 full-strength infantry companies, and its battalion HQ. So that would be 7, 14, 17, 19. Mind you, we can only attack with 2 tanks. So that would be 19. Hang on, I need to keep track of that. Right, we've got some dice in the game now. So that was 19 strength from there, attacking into there. All from the first. So we can't add any more battalions. However, we could have added the heavy weapons unit from that company. However, I think this is the one that's here and we couldn't do nothing about. It is. So he's out of the game. But you can see we would have got, well, he's reduced admittedly, but it's still an R6 strength. It would have been 8 if it wasn't reduced. Now, what else have we got adjacent? Have we got any engineers? Here's a tank. So again, and these all get a free action. This tank would get a free action as well. So there's another 4 there. So it takes us up to 23. I'll just keep trying to take that off. You don't need to see. I've got 23. And that would be our 2 tanks. Now, did we not have another tank, an actual tank that landed somewhere? Because 4 strength is obviously better than 2. Right, nothing doing in there. Maybe in one of these 2 hexes. Right, let me dismantle things. Yeah, so that's where the tank was. It's in here. So it is in range and in the field of fire of red. So what I'm going to do is not take the 2 from that LVT, taking us down to 21, and then add the 4. So we get 25. And now I did think I had moved an engineer in. And he would get a free action from being with that regimental HQ. Now again, they're getting commands from different HQs, but they're all from the 4th Marine Division, so I want to say that maybe that engineer's in here then. He was only 1 step, I think. Yeah, there he is, there. He would get a free action from being adjacent to that as well. So I would add another 2 strength. So that is us, 27. However, I get the feeling 32 might have been a number I wanted to reach, yeah. We've got 27, we could add another 3 artillery points, and I believe we've got the situation set up to do that. So that would take us to 30. That would take us to 30 strength. Now, that gets half to 15. And then, well, this all gets doubled. You know what? Let's not muck about. Let's just do this. Let's just do this right now. So I'm going to use all my artillery points as well. Hang on. Stop, Grant. The artillery points are from 2nd Division. I never thought about that. have I screwed? Well, I only used 3 points of that. No, I just used it just now. I used it in the right area. I got away with that. However, we're not getting it down here then. I mean, I assume you can't. It's for 2nd Marine Division, so yeah, I mean, you get some for 2nd, you get some for 4th, so I'm not going to be able to use that. So our 27 is going to be halved to 13.5, rounded up to 14. I'm still just going to do this. We're just going to do this. So I'm bringing this in, however, not the LBTA in the bottom. All 3 actions, that's 7, 14, 17. Damn. What did I say? 7, 14. No. Yeah, 17. What did I come to the conclusion of? 27. Ah, there's another tank here somewhere. He's in here, is he? Yeah. So, here. So, 7, 14, and 3, 17, 21. 21. This other tank for 25. And put him down the bottom. And put this stuff back on top. And then the last 2 points for that engineer. Is it worth? Yeah, I might as well put it in. So he's in here, isn't he? Right, let me find him and put him down the bottom then. Okay, the engineer's down the bottom. Unfortunately, I've got that disrupting marker on the unit in between there. But I should remember that the engineer's not actually disrupted because it's had a... Actually, no, I better adjust that because I might forget. Right, hopefully I'll be able to suss that out. I've got to be disrupted back and then engineers in between. So what did we say? 27? That's the most we can do. So 27 strength cut in half is giving us 14 strength. So now we're going to look at the unit. I mean, we're just looking at the unit here, and maybe this is why I maybe should have done this already and just... hang on, Grant, hang on. No, we can't barrage and attack it. Sorry. Yeah. I was thinking, why not barrage it first? But I can't do that. Could barrage and CC it, but we've not got it revealed. And that is the thing. We need to see it. So we've got 14. We're not looking at the depth. Now remember, it's in a pillbox. Our 14, we've already cut the strength in half because we're going into the woods. But this gets double strength because it's in the pillbox, right? So let's see what we get. Right, we get a 2 to start with. Elite unit, machine gun. Yeah, we're going to have machine gun. So that's a 4. And we've got... What did I say? 14, wasn't it? We've got 27, 13 and a half. 14 to 4. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, so we've got the 3 to 1 odds. We've got the weapons. So we've got a Japanese unit and an unrevealed depth marker. No way. JDX? See, this is, you've been scared out of this, Grant. I'm surprised Martin's no shouted something at you. I mean, because that's a result. We've got 3 to 1 odds. We're looking at a Japanese unit and an unrevealed depth marker. And we have the machine gun. So I mean, the pain here would have been if it had been a CC or well, we actually are flanking it, so it would only be CC, I think, that would prevent us from not having the weapons. So we've got the weapons. We've got a JDX result, which is all Japanese units disrupted, depth markers eliminated. So what were you? Why were you so scared about it, Grant? That's not as bad. I mean, well, okay, I did 4 strength, I had 4, 8, 12. So, I mean, yeah, going in the woods, I still needed quite a force, though, to get the 3 to 1 odds, really. You know, and if that had been a 3, doubled up to a 6, we would not have had the 3 to 1 odds, so... However, we're seeing that most of these initial positions, I think the most we've seen, in fact, the most we've seen is a 2, apart from this unit here. And this unit was definitely a reinforcement from turn 3 onwards, so... Okay, and that depth marker just gets chucked back in the... Oh, no it doesn't. Right, I've noticed it when I threw it in, so I've got the right depth marker. That's not going to be able to trace communication, that depth marker. So I'm going to eliminate that. I'm going to have a look at it as well. Flamethrower with a 3 on it. So yeah, that's the only way you can get rid of them. But I mean, there's a bunch of them anyways, to be honest. So right, okay. Well, there you go. I should have done this maybe a long time ago. Well, again, maybe I did need some strength. Yeah, I did. I mean, me working, but my calculations were all off because I was looking at, right, what if it's a 2 and the depth marker's a 2? I should have been considering a depth marker. Yeah, I could have got unlucky and drawn. Let's say I'd drawn the CC there. So I wouldn't have had the weapons. We would have went up to 2 to 1, right? And we would have got a JX result. 1 Japanese depth marker is eliminated. Okay, means he's not disrupted. It's not the best result, but even still, you know, we get rid of the depth marker and then we go in next turn. Yeah, that's just the way you've got to do it. So it's maybe not as brutal as I thought. And now, oh, that's a good point. Now this unit has not got a depth marker and it's disrupted, which means I can undisrupt this guy. Yes. Or is it I can undisrupt him, or I can preservation, or whatever it is. It's something. Right, okay, I've kind of run out of time there, guys. I'm hoping to come back now and do another part today. Whether I will get through it all finished, I think I could. If not, I might try and push on and get it finished. Even if I have to do 2 more parts, maybe make the last one a bit, I would think the last one might be a bit smaller, and just see where we're at. So, but I do need to take a break for now. And yeah, I've got a few things to do as well though, so I don't know. We will see. Okay, but yeah, I quite enjoyed that little part there now. Again, I know there's a couple of parts, I've not watched them back yet, where I was getting really frustrated about the about the event, about the reinforcement event. I hope that doesn't come across as... Yeah, I hope it's not as bad as I think it might be. And then the following part I came across, which was late last night, and I'd had a couple of drinks. I mean, nothing major, but I was kind of waffling on a bit, wasn't I, at the beginning? So I'm kind of hoping that's not going to make me look any more foolish than I normally do, at least. Right, I'll be back later to finish this off. Okay, guys, cheers.